This might be the best exercise you can do to improve your musicality. So you want to know what I'm talking about? Stay tuned. So let me ask you this question. Can you dance exactly the way you listen to the music? Let me say that again. Can you dance exactly the way you listen to the music? And this question is very important for the subject today. And just to illustrate my point, is I remember some years ago, I was to Yuxon place, and he invited me and he said, you can come and then we're gonna have a quick jam and stuff like that. And Yuxon, if for those who doesn't know him, he's one of the pioneers in France, yeah, when it's come to the underground scene, yeah. And I was there, and he put the music, we started dancing, and then he was analyzing what I was doing. I started dancing and doing this and that, and then he was analyzing, and then at some point he stopped the music and he said, okay, you see, I'm gonna put the music now and listen to the song. Listen, yeah. And then I was listening to the music, and then he said, okay, can you hear this? Can you hear this on the music? Can you hear this on the music? I was like, yeah, of course I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear that. Now he said, all right, that's good. Now you can hear it. Now try not dance and take what you are listening. And then I was trying to catch, the thing that I was listening, but for some reason I couldn't, because he was trying to pick some very subtle beat, in the music, things that which are not necessarily the most obvious one, but I was listening and trying to catch with when I'm dancing, and I couldn't. And then he said, no, stop again. I'm gonna put the music, listen carefully. I said, okay. He put the music back, and then he said, okay, can you hear this? Can you hear this? I was like, yeah, I can hear that. I can hear, yeah, definitely, I understand this, blah, 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 blah. And then the moment I had to actually do it with my dance, and I was still struggling. And at that moment, he showed me a very big lesson, is that what I was listening, I could not execute it perfectly. So my listening was in advance to my way of moving. So the moment that I understood, oh wow, this is actually something that I need to work on, because there are so many things, very subtle things that is happening in the music, I couldn't catch them. So I become obsessed about this, and I was trying to find a solution to actually get better at this. So what I was doing is, every time when I'm in the train or even when I'm training, I'm gonna put the music, and then I'm gonna start listening to the music and trying to dance with my fingers. So that was the first thing I started to do. I was not moving my body, just my fingers. I was like, okay, this is all right, I'm listening this, all right. Okay, if I was dancing for real, I would catch the beat this way, ta, ta, da, da, okay, pa. You see, so I was just practicing this. So this is gonna be the first exercise. Even if you are an advanced dancer, you can still do this. Put the music, start dancing, and just play with your fingers. Play with your fingers, just to check the way you listen to the music and the way you would play. You can have many different variations with your fingers. You play whatever you want. You do it pretty much however you want. All right, so I'm gonna show you an example now to show you how I would do this if I was dancing just with my fingers. Put the music and start dancing, just playing with my fingers. All right, so check this out, and I see you after that.
Back for the first time, run through the city like the world's mine. Breaking baby, this is the worst crime. I can feel it in the air, flying with the eagles. Man, this is going over last many years. Think about it, it's a sign of dropping. We ain't bought the clapping, we ain't bought the dropping. trapper, not of this world, we about that man. Hold up, now you wanna drop us like a cold cup. Picking up the cause when you don't fold up, blinded in the blind, it's more squirt in my rhymes. I'm feeling what I be feeling, visions come in time, thinking without a plan, now you can see the vision, why you don't multiply, that ain't the truth, to listen, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your.
All right, so that would be the first step. Is this will help you to truly check how you listen to the music and kind of make it more physical, right? So because when you listen to the music, you're just like this and you're listening to the music and you might hear a lot of things, but now the moment you start hitting them with your fingers, it's more like you can actually see the beats more, because now, okay, I'm playing with it, even though I can't really catch everything with my body yet, but now I can play with it. And I was doing this all the time when I'm in the train listening to the music. I was just playing and trying to catch the beat, trying to really play with the music. Like if I had the crazy musicality, this is what I would do it, you know, and I was having fun doing this all the time. And then I started to move to the second step, which is I said, all right, if I can, you know, play with the music with my fingers like this, yeah, maybe the reason why I can catch the music so easily with my fingers is because of this short distance, yeah? So it doesn't require a lot of control to move my fingers precisely on the music, yeah? But it requires much more control to move my entire body on the music precisely, yes? But now I understand, okay, if I do that with my fingers, how can I start integrate this in my body? I started doing very small movement, all right? And then I start transferring the same energy, but in my body. I was like, okay, small movement. Oh, okay, I'm gonna hit the beat like this, pa, 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 you know, very small movement. And then gradually I was integrating this, my exact way of listening to the music. I could start implementing it in my body. And I was doing those small movement, all right? Started with my fingers and transferring this energy, this same musicality in my entire body, but I keep it small so that I can make sure that I hit everything properly. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna show you an example of this as well, so you can have a better idea of what I'm talking about. And then I'm gonna give you more details about this, all right?
Back for the first time, run through the city like the world's mine. Breaking baby, this is the worst crime. I can feel it in the air, flying with the eagles. Minutes is going over, last penny in a single thing about it. This that sound is rapping, we ain't caught that clapping, we ain't caught that trapping. Not of this world, we about that man. Hold up, now you wanna drop us like a cold cup. Picking up the cause when you don't fold up, blinded in the blind, it's more squirt in my rhymes. I'm feeling what I be feeling, visions come in time, thinking without a plan, now you can see the vision, why you don't multiply, that ain't the truth, to listen, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, they talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. They talking to me like this on my way, it's your kid, nah, it's your kid.
All right, perfect. So now you see that, okay, if you start slow, if you start small with your fingers, just to kind of have a better understanding of how you listen to the music, and now you can actually see, you know, how you are listening to the music, and now you start transferring this in your body, because now you start dancing, but everything, even though everything is small, but you start integrated in your dance much more easily, right? And this is where I was struggling, because I was like, okay, I want to dance the way I usually dance, but I'm trying to hit the beat the way I listen to the music, but I'm struggling. It was like, all right, can you hear that? Yes, I can. Now do it. But I can't. You see, that was the struggle, yeah. And that was my approach to start understanding more how I listen to the music and how I could implement it in my dance, right? And then the next step is, the more I started to be very comfortable with this first two approach, I started to transition to my natural way of moving. I can do big moves and come back to small movement and still be very precise. So that now I can hit the beat the same way, pretty much the same way, and I'm just, doing big movement as well. But the reason why it's easier for me to do this now is because I've gone through the step of understanding the way I listen to the music. Then secondly, once I understand the way I listen to the music, now I can transition to transferring this energy in my body and see, how I can implement the same thing, even if it's small. So now I get used to hitting the beat the same way, but with my body. And then thirdly, I can actually do big movement and it will still be fine. You see? So I'm gonna show you an example right now, and with the same music. So check this out, and then I'm gonna see you after that, all right?
Back for the first time, run through the city like the world's mine. Breaking baby, this is the worst crime. I can feel it in the air, flying with the eagles. Menace is going over, has been in a single thing about it. It's that sound is rapping, we ain't part that clapping, we ain't part that trapping. Out of this world, we about that man. Oh, woke up, now you wanna drop us like a cold cup. Picking up the cause when you don't vote up, blindly in the blind. It's more squirting my rhymes. You feeling what I be feeling. Visions come anytime, thinking without a plan. Now you can see the vision, why you don't multiply. That ain't the truth, listen. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. They talking to me like this on my way. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. They talking to me like this on my way. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. They talking to me like this on my way. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid. They talking to me like this on my way. It's your kid, nah, it's your kid.
So you can see the evolution. Fingers, small movement, big movement. Once you can easily play with all of them, then it's gonna be easier for you to replicate what you hear. It's gonna be much easier for you, once again, to replicate what you hear. Yeah, because a lot of dancers at the moment, you have a good listening, but you can't really implement exactly what you are hearing. Yeah, so you need to spend more time to truly understand what you listen and how can you actually implement it and create a way that you, and by utilizing this, you can start seeing what you are listening. All right, when I'm doing this, I actually see the beat. I actually see every single thing that I'm listening. Yeah, then I transfer it to my body and then I play with it big and small, and that's not a problem anymore. Does that make sense? So I hope you find value from this, guys. And as usual, if yes, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with all the videos coming. And also, if you'd like even more in-depth training when it's come to freestyle dance, simply click on the link in the description below. You will have more details about this. And other than that, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.